1, she's up.
Picture this, you're 9 years old, you're the new kid in school. You've been the new kid before because you're part of a military family. And all of a sudden on the playground, where you've never had any issues making friends before, somebody calls you fat. All the kids are picking on you, nobody wants to play with you anymore. And that is. Then you're 15 years old, you're in high school, and the homecoming dance comes around. Nobody asks you. Nobody wants to go to prom with you. Kids are mean, right? Well, I spent my entire childhood not fitting in, and mostly into my adulthood too. So, well, like I said in my last speech, when I was 25, I hit my highest weight at 312 pounds and decided to have a gastric bypass. So today I want to inform you about weight loss surgery. I want to tell you about some of the requirements to have surgery, actually having surgery, and some of the things that you have to do afterwards to keep the weight off. According to the Mayo Clinic, there are several things that you're required to do, like there are requirements before having surgery. There are two, oh, lost in my slides apparently. Several requirements. You must have a BMI of 40 or more. This is a BMI chart here, which kind of tells you where you would be. It's severely obese. You either need a BMI of 40 or more, a BMI of 35 to 39 with some serious health, weight loss related health issue, like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, or sleep apnea. Also, you need to see a psychologist. They want to make sure that you are mentally stable enough to go through such a life-altering change. There are several things that would keep you from having surgery, things like depression or anxiety, substance abuse, sexual abuse, binge eating, things like that. Also, there are health screenings you have to go through. They do a lot of blood work because if you have any sorts of liver disease, heart problems, kidney stones, things like that, those can also keep you from having surgery. I also had to see a nutritionist because they want to make sure you know how to eat right. Because obviously you've tried, if you're at this stage, you've tried everything and nothing apparently is working. So they want to make sure you at least have some sort of idea of what you should be doing. Also, I had to go to several support group meetings before and after surgery, just so that they can inform you more rather than just being in the doctor's situation. And you could talk to people who've had surgery before and things like that. There are several different types of weight loss surgery. The two biggest are the lap band, the adjustable gastric banding they call it, and the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass. With the lap band is just an adjustable band that goes at the top of your stomach, and it's hollow, it's made of silicone, and they can inflate it or deflate it with saline solution so that it can be reversed or adjusted if needed, if you're not losing enough weight or if you're losing too much too fast, those types of things. The one I opted for was the bypass, where they take and they cut basically a pouch in your stomach, and to restrict your food intake, and then they take and they cut a portion of your intestines and they reroute it. They call it a Roux-en-Y because it kind of looks like a Y if you look at it, and it keeps the stomach acid from getting to your food as quickly, so it takes longer to digest, basically. And then after surgery, there is a very special diet. The first stage is 1 to 2 days with no food, which is basically when you're in the hospital and they give you Crystal Light and water and things like that, and that's all you can have while your stomach is still healing. Secondly, they want you for 3 weeks to have a high protein, low sugar diet. And then they want you on soft foods, things like mashed potatoes or oatmeal, high fiber, high protein, low sugar kind of a diet for 6 to 8 weeks. And then they call it solid food 3 months after surgery. It's not really quite solid food because there are certain things you probably shouldn't eat, but more normal consistency type of food. And all of this is all on duke.org, so Duke Medical. So today I told you about the requirements for having surgery, 2 different types of surgery, and the special diet that you have to have after surgery.